Here is a recipe for fried rice, but there's one problem. All of this stuff is in ounces, grams, and milliliters, which we don't want because we don't have a scale. So we need to change it into some of them, for example, ham and carrot, from ounces into grams, and the spring onions, for example, and all those stuff into tablespoons from grams. So let's start off by doing the spring onions. So we don't want 30 grams. Let's cross it out. 30 grams equals 2. So that'll be 2 tablespoons. Okay, and then we don't want the oil as 60 milliliters. Instead, we want it as tablespoons, which will be 4 tablespoons. Now we need to get the ham from ounces into grams. So 1 ounce equals 25 grams. So 3.6 ounces, which will be 3.6 times 25, equals 90. This will be 90 grams. And same with this. And then after that, we don't want 0.72 grams of salt. We want pinches of salt and 0.72 grams of salt. So it equals 2 pinches of salt. And then we don't want 5 milliliters of light soy sauce. So cross that out. 5 milliliters of soy sauce also equals 1 teaspoon. So this will be 1 teaspoon. Okay, there. And now we don't want 50 milliliters of oil. Instead, we want tablespoons. So that'll be 1 tablespoon. And then we don't want to pour 45 milliliters of oil into the frying pan. But that also equals 3 tablespoons. Because 45 divided by 15 equals 3. And then we have, after mixing everything together, put in 0.72 grams of salt. As we did here, it equals 2 pinches. So it'll be no longer 0.2 grams, 45 milliliters. Now it's time to read the recipe. So, for the ingredients, you need 3 cups of rice, 2 tablespoons of spring onions, 4 tablespoons of eggs, and the spring onion needs to be chopped up, as well as the ham and carrots. So then you need 4 tablespoons of oil, 90 grams of ham, 90 grams of carrots, 2 pinches of salt, 1 teaspoon of light soy sauce. So to prepare your food, you need to cook 3 cups of rice using a rice cooker. Chop the spring onion to small pieces, chop the carrots to small pieces, and chop the ham into small pieces. Then you need to crack the eggs in a bowl and whisk them. Then for the cooking, you need to pour 1 tablespoon of oil into the frying pan, which leaves you 3 tablespoons. You then need to heat up the oil for 1 minute. Then pour the eggs in to make scrambled eggs. After the egg turns into a solid, take it out and put it aside after chopping it into small pieces. Pour the 3 tablespoons of oil into the frying pan and heat it up for 5 seconds. Then pour in the chopped spring onions and stir for about 10 seconds. After that, put in the pieces of ham and carrots and stir for 30 seconds. Take the rice out of the rice cooker and put it into the frying pan using a spatula. Then stir until they have mixed together. Put the chopped scrambled egg back into the frying pan and mix. After mixing everything together, put in 2 pinches of salt and 5 milliliters of light soy sauce. Then, finally, you dish up all the food. Here are all the ingredients used to make fried rice. So first, here's a teaspoon of light soy sauce, 2 pinches of salt, 3 eggs, a carrot, some spring onions, some ham, and the 4 tablespoons of oil. Here is the rice cooked in advance, and you need to use the rice cooker to cook it. So first we cut up the spring onions. Then we cut the carrots. We cut the meat. Then we whisk the eggs. Here are the ingredients that have been prepared. We then put a tablespoon of oil inside the frying pan. We put the eggs inside the frying pan after the oil has heated up. Eggs are solid, you start stirring. The eggs are finished stirring. Put the eggs in a separate bowl. You put the rest of the oil inside the frying pan. We put the spring onions inside the frying pan to let it boil. 10 seconds, we throw in the carrots. We then mix all the carrots and the spring onions together. Now we throw in the ham and we mix it together so that all the spring onions, carrots and ham are all mixed equally. Now we put in all the rice. Then mix up everything so that the rice, meat, spring onions and carrots are all jumbled up. We then put in the eggs which we turned into a solid and chopped up. Finally, we start mixing them up again. Now we put in all the soy sauce just to add some more flavor to the rice, and then we put in the 2 pinches of salt. Finally, everything is done, and the fried rice is ready to be served for 4 people.